If you say these exact phrases, no woman will be able to resist you. Today, I'm going to reveal 10 powerful things you can say that bypass every defense women build and connect with their deepest desires. This isn't about looks, money, or charm. This is about understanding psychology, emotional intelligence, and attraction from a Stoic man's perspective. Phrase 1. I see you. The most powerful thing you can say to a woman is not, I love you. It's much deeper than that. It's saying, I see you. And I don't mean just seeing her face or her looks. I mean truly noticing who she is underneath all the roles, expectations, and masks she wears every day. When a man genuinely sees a woman, her thoughts, her fears, her dreams, her struggles, and her growth, she feels a level of value and recognition that most men never even approach. Think about it. Women spend their lives feeling observed, but rarely understood. People notice how they look, what they do, or the surface level things. But when you acknowledge her complexity, when you see her efforts, her challenges, and her heart, you tap into a deep psychological need. This is the kind of recognition that builds connection instantly. You have to be genuine. You can't just say, I see you, as a line. The words must be backed by observation, understanding, and attention. Pay attention to what she shares, the subtle ways she expresses herself, her silences, her body language, her passion, her pain. Then reflect that back authentically. When she realizes someone actually sees her, not just her appearance or actions, but her soul, she opens up naturally. When you use I see you correctly, it builds trust, emotional trust. She knows you are present, that you notice her inner world, and that you respect her. That's why resistance fades. Walls that took years to build crumble in moments. Here's how you can practice this. Next time she shares something personal, don't interrupt. Don't try to solve or advise immediately. Listen, acknowledge her emotions. Repeat back what you hear in your own words. Say, I see you. I understand why that matters to you. This shows depth, care, and attention, which is more attractive than any charm, money, or looks. In essence, I see you is an emotional key. It validates her existence, her experiences, and her worth. It tells her she is recognized for who she truly is. And when a woman feels truly seen, she begins to trust you, lean on you, and connect with you on a level most men never reach. This is the first step toward emotional intimacy and attraction that lasts. Remember, the goal is not manipulation. The goal is understanding. Speak from genuine presence, not technique. Master this, and you create a bond that is natural, powerful, and irresistible. Phrase 2. You're safe with me. Women live in a state of constant awareness. They are naturally hypervigilant. From the outside, it may seem excessive, but every woman has learned to scan for danger, physical danger, emotional danger, judgment, manipulation, or even betrayal. It's not paranoia. It's survival. From past experiences, from observing the world, from relationships that didn't honor them, women have learned to protect themselves. This is why the words, "You're safe with me," are so powerful. These aren't just casual phrases. They are emotional assurances. They create a space where she can relax. A place where she can show her true self without fear of being judged, dismissed, or hurt. Emotional safety is not a small thing. It is the foundation of trust, connection, and attraction. A man who provides this consistently becomes irresistible. Why? Because most men unknowingly create tension, instability, or chaos in their presence. They react unpredictably, express unchecked emotions, or fail to understand boundaries. A Stoic man, however, demonstrates calm, consistent, and controlled behavior. His presence alone signals safety. She doesn't have to filter every word or action. She doesn't have to hold back. Saying, "You're safe with me," is only part of the process. You must show it through actions. Listening without judgment, remaining calm under stress, honoring her boundaries, and responding rather than reacting. These are the ways to make her feel truly secure. When she senses this, she lets down layers of emotional armor that take years to build. Here's an example. Imagine she shares a vulnerability, something embarrassing, painful, or deeply personal. Instead of laughing, dismissing, or trying to solve it immediately, you acknowledge her courage. You respond with presence. You're safe with me. I'm here. I respect your feelings. That moment creates a bond that no words alone can achieve. She feels understood, protected, and valued. Providing safety doesn't just attract her. It deepens her trust, increases emotional intimacy, and allows her to connect with you in ways few men ever experience. This is what separates a stoic, high-value man from the rest. Emotional control, stability, and consistency are the signals that draw women in naturally. When you combine the words, "you're safe with me," with genuine stoic behavior, you create an environment where attraction grows effortlessly. She feels free to express herself, to reveal her authentic self, and to explore connection without fear. This is a rare gift, and when offered, it becomes magnetic. Remember, attraction isn't built on charm, pickup lines, or physical appearance alone. Emotional safety is far more powerful. Speak these words with meaning, act with integrity, and your presence will naturally create irresistible connection. Phrase 3. Tell me more about that. Curiosity is one of the most underestimated tools in connection and attraction. Most men listen to respond, not to truly understand. They're waiting for their turn to talk, to impress, or to provide solutions. This approach kills emotional connection. It makes women feel unheard and undervalued. When you genuinely ask, "Tell me more about that," you signal that her thoughts, her experiences, and her feelings matter. You show that you're present and interested in her world. You're not trying to dominate the conversation or turn it back to yourself. You're creating a safe, validating space where she can share freely. This phrase is simple, but its impact is profound. It communicates patience, intelligence, and emotional maturity. Women notice when a man can hold space for their thoughts without judgment, interruption, or distraction. This is rare. Most men rush, offer advice too early, or try to impress. A stoic man, however, listens actively and responds thoughtfully. His patience signals strength, confidence, and stability. Here's an example. Imagine she briefly mentions a challenge at work. Most men would nod politely, make a small comment, and move on. But when you say, "Tell me more about that," and follow up with genuine curiosity, the dynamic changes. She elaborates. She opens up about struggles, ambitions, fears, and hopes. She feels truly understood, not superficially heard. Active listening here is key. Lean in, maintain eye contact, respond with empathy, and avoid distractions. Ask meaningful follow-up questions. Show that you remember details from previous conversations. This demonstrates consistency, thoughtfulness, and reliability, all traits that amplify attraction. A stoic mindset enhances this process. You remain composed and patient, avoiding the need to interrupt or over-explain. You absorb her words without letting emotions cloud your judgment. This calm attentiveness communicates that you are emotionally strong, stable, and trustworthy. When applied consistently, "Tell me more about that," does more than deepen conversation. It builds connection at a soul level. She feels seen, respected, and valued. She associates you with genuine understanding, which creates natural attraction and loyalty. This isn't manipulation. It's authentic engagement. Women instinctively recognize authenticity. They sense when curiosity is genuine versus performative. Speak, listen, and respond with intention. Let her voice guide the conversation while you remain a composed, present, and attentive partner. Remember, the most irresistible men aren't those with flashy lines or external charm. They are the ones who see, understand, and value a woman's inner world. "Tell me more about that." is a doorway to that deep connection. Use it with care, consistency, and patience, and you will unlock trust and attraction few men ever experience. Phrase 4. I trust your judgment. Respect is the foundation of any strong connection. Women, like all humans, value their autonomy and intelligence. Most men unconsciously undermine this by giving unsolicited advice, questioning decisions, or trying to control outcomes. This creates tension and diminishes attraction. When you say, I trust your judgment, you communicate something rare and powerful: confidence in her ability to make decisions and confidence in yourself to accept them. You're not trying to control, manipulate, or prove superiority. You are acknowledging her competence, independence, and thoughtfulness. This phrase works on a deeper level than simple flattery. It signals that you see her as a capable individual, not someone who needs saving or constant guidance. It shows that you value her perspective and experience. When delivered with sincerity, it can create immediate trust and emotional intimacy. Imagine a real scenario. She is conflicted about a choice, maybe a career decision, a relationship challenge, or a personal goal. Most men would jump in with advice, impose opinions, or try to influence her choice. But when you calmly say, I trust your judgment, you provide space for her to think and decide freely. You're offering reassurance rather than control. A Stoic man understands that emotional security comes from respect, not dominance. You maintain your own composure while empowering her. Your confidence doesn't need external validation. It radiates quietly through your words and actions. By trusting her judgment, you demonstrate that you are secure in yourself and in her ability to navigate life. Follow-up is important. If she shares her decision or thought process, listen actively. Show genuine interest in her reasoning. Ask clarifying questions with curiosity, not criticism. This reinforces the message that you respect her mind, her decisions, and her autonomy. The attraction created here is subtle but profound. Women instinctively respond to men who don't overstep boundaries, who treat them as equals, and who acknowledge their intelligence. I trust your judgment is not a line. It's a statement of mutual respect, a bridge to deeper connection. Use this phrase consistently in situations where she needs support, reassurance, or validation. Pair it with calm presence, attentive listening, and measured responses. Avoid over-explaining or justifying your trust. The authenticity in your voice is what makes it magnetic. Remember, Stoicism isn't just about controlling yourself. It's about respecting others' autonomy while remaining steady. This phrase encapsulates both principles. It demonstrates that you are confident, composed, and secure, while simultaneously elevating her value in your eyes. When spoken sincerely, I trust your judgment creates emotional safety, admiration, and attraction. She will feel understood, respected, and empowered. Over time, this builds loyalty, deep emotional connection, and a magnetic bond that many men fail to achieve. Phrase 5. I'm proud of you. Saying, I'm proud of you, carries a depth most men overlook. Compliments about appearance or surface-level achievements are common, but acknowledging effort, growth, and perseverance resonates on a much deeper level. It shows that you notice not just what she does, but how she does it and the challenges she overcomes along the way. When you genuinely express pride, it communicates emotional intelligence, awareness, and appreciation. It signals that you value her journey, her resilience, and her personal growth. Women respond to men who can recognize their inner strength rather than just their external attributes. A Stoic man understands the power of measured praise. I'm proud of you is calm, authentic, and free from exaggeration. It reflects confidence and stability while making her feel seen and respected. This phrase fosters admiration and strengthens emotional connection because it acknowledges her efforts in a meaningful way. Use it consistently when she achieves a goal, overcomes a challenge, or demonstrates growth. Your recognition becomes a magnet, drawing her closer to you naturally. Phrase 6. What do you need right now? One of the most powerful phrases you can say to a woman is, "What do you need right now?" It may seem simple, but it signals a level of awareness and emotional intelligence that most men overlook. Women are accustomed to people prioritizing their own agendas, seeking validation, or pushing their own desires. Asking this question flips the dynamic. You are demonstrating that her well-being comes first. This phrase shows genuine curiosity and empathy. It communicates that you are present, attentive, and capable of creating emotional safety. High-value men understand that support is not about giving unsolicited advice or trying to fix everything. It's about listening, observing, and responding authentically to her needs. When she shares her response, engage with calm composure. Offer support, reassurance, or a simple presence without overreacting or losing your stoic balance. This builds trust and strengthens the emotional bond. Repeated use of this phrase signals reliability, patience, and care, qualities that make you magnetic. Women feel valued, respected, and understood. By prioritizing her needs, you naturally foster connection, admiration, and attraction, creating a foundation that few men ever achieve. Phrase 7. You challenge me. Saying, "You challenge me," is one of the most understated yet powerful ways to connect with a woman on a deeper level. Many men focus solely on compliments about looks, charm, or achievements. Few acknowledge intellectual stimulation, curiosity, or personal growth. When you genuinely tell a woman she challenges you, you communicate that you value her mind, her ideas, and her unique perspective. Women naturally seek partners who respect their intelligence and treat them as equals. By saying this, you validate her experiences, insights, and contributions to your life. It signals that you are not threatened by her intellect, but inspired by it. Stoic men embrace challenges. They grow through adversity and learning. When a Stoic man acknowledges that a woman challenges him, it shows maturity, composure, and confidence. This phrase subtly communicates that her presence elevates your life. She is not just someone to admire superficially. She actively contributes to your personal evolution. Expressing this with authenticity strengthens emotional connection and attraction because it demonstrates respect, awareness, and shared growth. Using "you challenge me" consistently creates a bond built on mutual respect, curiosity, and admiration. A combination that few men can achieve, but every woman desires. Phrase 8. I choose you. In a world where options are endless, being chosen feels profoundly powerful. Women instinctively recognize when a man's attention is selective, deliberate, and genuine. Saying, "I choose you" communicates more than words. It conveys commitment, intention, and emotional clarity. This phrase tells her she is not just convenient, replaceable, or one option among many. She is the person you value and want to prioritize. A Stoic man expresses this with calm confidence, without neediness, desperation, or over-explanation. The certainty in your voice and demeanor communicates emotional stability and security. Women are drawn to men who can make deliberate choices without overanalyzing, overcompensating, or seeking validation. This phrase taps directly into a woman's desire to feel valued, respected, and irreplaceable. Beyond attraction, "I choose you" builds trust and emotional resonance. It reassures her that you are present for her, not only in moments of ease, but also in challenges, disagreements, or uncertainty. When consistently paired with authentic action and reliability, it creates a magnetic connection that goes beyond superficial appeal. Use this phrase thoughtfully and sincerely. By choosing her, you elevate the emotional bond, deepen intimacy, and create a sense of permanence that is rare, desired, and unforgettable. Phrase 9. You make me want to be better. True attraction is never just about physical appearance or charm. It runs deeper, touching the realm of emotional and intellectual connection. When you genuinely tell a woman, "You make me want to be better," you reveal that her presence inspires growth, ambition, and self-improvement within you. This phrase communicates authenticity. It shows that your motivation to improve is influenced by her, not by external pressures or superficial desires. Stoicism emphasizes self-discipline, self-control, and continuous personal growth. By connecting this philosophy with the influence she has on you, you communicate that her impact on your life is meaningful and transformative. You are not just with her for comfort or validation. Her presence motivates you to evolve into a higher version of yourself. This phrase signals emotional maturity and genuine admiration. Women naturally notice when a man is inspired, focused, and driven. Expressing this feeling acknowledges her unique value and positions her as someone who elevates your life rather than someone you are trying to impress. When paired with consistent action, stoic composure, and attentiveness, saying, "You make me want to be better," creates profound connection, admiration, and irresistible attraction. It transforms ordinary interactions into memorable, emotionally charged experiences. Phrase 10, "I'm not going anywhere." In a world where relationships are often temporary and commitment feels uncertain, a woman craves security and reliability. Saying, "I'm not going anywhere," communicates steadfastness, emotional resilience, and a calm presence. This phrase is powerful because it combines words with genuine intent and consistent action. Women can sense when it is sincere versus when it is empty or manipulative. Stoicism teaches self-control, patience, and emotional stability. A stoic man embodies these qualities, showing he can remain composed through challenges, disagreements, and stressful moments. By pairing these qualities with a clear declaration of presence and commitment, you provide reassurance that goes beyond superficial attraction. This phrase demonstrates that you are emotionally available, dependable, and willing to support her through life's complexities. It signals that her struggles, vulnerabilities, and imperfections are accepted, and that she does not need to fear abandonment. Consistent action to reinforce your words amplifies trust and deepens emotional connection. When delivered authentically, "I'm not going anywhere" strengthens intimacy, fosters loyalty, and makes a woman feel truly valued. It transforms the relationship dynamic, creating a bond rooted in security, respect, and lasting attraction. These phrases work because they address deep emotional needs: being seen, safe, respected, valued, understood, inspired, and loved. They are expressions of genuine connection, not manipulation. A stoic man speaks with authenticity, consistency, and emotional intelligence. If you want more insights into Stoicism, female psychology, and attraction psychology, subscribe to Stoic 95. Comment below which phrase resonates most and what videos you want next. The most powerful growth comes from understanding yourself and others. Remember, attraction isn't about tricks. It's about genuine care, stoic mindset, and creating meaningful connection. Speak to her soul, be consistent, and watch walls crumble naturally.